Hiya folks, and welcome to part 12. Yeah, part 12. Part 12 of Ask Me Anything. And we've still got 7 questions left that I was carrying on with on this video. So I'm not sure what's going to be coming up, but if some of the last videos are anything to go by, there's probably some weird shit. So carrying on then. Next question is from Jessica, and she said, if you had to choose between being blind or deaf, what would you pick? Well, I wouldn't want to choose either, to be fair. they'd both be quite hellish for me, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be either, because I mean, if I was deaf, then I wouldn't be able to listen to all my tunes and stuff like that, and I could be doing without my music. It's one of the things that helps to keep me sane. Yeah, I've got to be able to listen to my tunes and chill out and have a boogie. And I mean, I have to have, well, I don't have to, I choose to have music on to get me through most things these days. I mean, if I'm doing like the washing up and cleaning and working through some shit, I have to have my tunes. So if I was deaf and I couldn't hear nothing, that'd be really horrible, wouldn't it? And then I mean, if I was blind, well, obviously I wouldn't be able to see anything. But I love to look at stuff, and I wouldn't be able to see all the bright colours or see nature and all sorts of stuff. So that'd be a bit shit as well. So if I had to choose between being blind or deaf, I just wouldn't. I know it says you have to choose, but I'd slap the person who tried to make me choose and run off. So in this case, Jessica might have to come and give you a slap. No, I'm not choosing either, because I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I know, like, if it come down to it, you know, you always find a way to adjust to changes and things like that. So you always manage to find a way in the end. But I don't want to think about that, if I'm honest. And I suppose if it ever happened, I'd have to cross that bridge when I come to it. But I mean, being blind, well, I suppose when I got my eyes shut and doing like meditations and things, I always see a lot of colours anyway. Even when it just looks black, sort of colours and visions and things start to come through. So would you still get stuff like that if you was blind? Maybe. Well, I suppose there are like seers and things who are blind and they can still see shit. So maybe people would believe me more with some of the stuff that I come out with if I was blind and I couldn't actually see anything. At least I'd still be able to listen to my music. I suppose then if I had to choose, then maybe blind. and then I'd still be able to see with the old third eye and all that sort of stuff. Now, if I really had to, I'll go with blind then. So you don't have to have the slap anymore, Jess. Unless you want one, yeah. Might be into that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go with that then. I hope that answers that one. So Dee Dee asked, how many different hair colours have you had? Good question. There's been quite a few. Not as many as I'd like, but there's been quite a few. How many has there been actually? Is this including like proper, like fully dyed, or just putting colours in your hair in other ways? I'm gonna count both, I think, not just dye. So how many different colours have you had? Well, pardon me. I've had my natural hair colour, obviously, which is like a browny colour. I've got it green now, so I've got green. But I've got the old wisdom whites coming through as well now. Do I have to count that? No, I don't count that. I'll wait till I'm fully white wizard. So I've got brown, green. I've had it like a mahogany colour. I've had it red. I've had it copper. I've had it like a bluey black. I've had it blue, but that was just like, I think that was like a wax, like a blue wax, or was it a gel? I think it was like a wax, a bluey wax thing that you could put in. I forgot where I got to now. Bluey wax. I've had it. I spray coloured it for a party thing, like half black and half purple. What else have I had? Oh, I've had it like a white blonde. I used to love it when it was like platinum blonde, white blonde. Is that about it? Have I said copper? I can't remember now. Me and my brain. And if I haven't said it, word it's like a coppery orange. I think I might have already said that. I've had it like an ash blonde as well. So roughly about 10. Roughly about 10 different colours. But I've still got quite a long list of colours like that. I'd like to have it at some point. It's just getting round to doing it without fucking my hair up. But at least, you know, I can rock the short hair, so if worse comes to the worst, I could just shave it off again. So I'd say roughly about 10-ish colours. But there's still more. There's still more that I want to have. So that answers that one. So Dayla asked, if animals could talk, which one would be the rudest? don't know, because there's lots of animals, isn't there? I don't know, it'd probably be like sloth or something. It's always the quiet ones, isn't it? It's always the quiet ones that end up being the the rudest and the crudest, isn't it? Would it be a sloth, maybe? Well, mind you, though, I mean, have you seen the have you seen the tortoises? They're a bit rude, aren't they? Every time I see videos of tortoises, I always try to shag something. I saw one the other day, and it was this tortoise, and he was trying to hump a croc. I don't mean a crocodile, although that would be quite funny to say. But it was this tortoise, and he was trying to hump this croc, you know, like the shoes, croc shoes. And he was trying to hump this croc, and he was proper going for it as well. He got a big happy look on his face, and you know they're just there and they're like proper, and then they just got the big, and then they just go. Oh god, yeah. I laugh at some soft shit, you know. I was laughing when I was crying. I'm not gonna lie, I was crying at one point. I was proper crying. So, don't know. Tortoise? Or horny tortoise, maybe? I don't know though, because birds. Birds, you know. I mean, there's been plenty of times when I've been in the garden and I'm sure the birds have been like swearing at me or shouting at me or something. Because, you know, you don't know what they're saying, do you? Unless you can speak like bird. Maybe some people can, I don't know. But, like, you know, they're walking. Well, you could be sitting there in your garden, or you could be walking around the park, or just out and about in nature, and you're listening to the birds, and they're going, or whatever they do. And you think, oh, you know, they sing such beautiful songs, when in reality, you know, you could be walking around and then they could be going, look at this fucker, you know, come on, get out the way, you bastard, I want to come and look on the ground, you know, all that sort of shit. Yeah, they could be swearing at you, calling you all sorts, telling you to piss off. You don't know, do you? So, I mean, birds could be rude. It depends what sort of rude you're on about, you know. Do you mean rude like in, like being mouthy, rude? Or do you mean rude as in like rude? I don't know what to go with. Which one would be the rudest? I think I'm just going to go with the one that you would least suspect. It's probably going to be like whatever animal's like the cutest, almost innocent looking. That one would probably end up being the rudest and surprising everyone. So maybe a sloth. I don't know what to go with. Maybe a sloth. Or if you mean like rude, the maybe a tortoise. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. So I hope that answers that. Okay, so Sandra asked if you could go back in time, which era would you go back to? I think it's going to have to be the probably the early 70s, isn't it? Late 60s or early 70s, the old flower power era, because I think I'd fit in quite well. And, I always said I thought I was born in the wrong time, because I've always loved all my bright colours and weirdy beardy patterns and my flares. I could be doing without my flares. I love my flares. So yeah, I think I'd probably go with probably early 70s, back in the days of the flower power, where times were a bit more fun and happy and loving and peaceful, well, to an extent. But yeah, I think I'd probably fit in a lot more back then, maybe, than I do these days. I think I'd enjoy myself. I think I'd probably enjoy myself in the 70s. I think I would. I think I'd probably have a lot more fun. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the 70s. Early 70s. Flower power. Please. Heather asked, if you woke up tomorrow as a cartoon character, who would you be and what kind of chaos would you cause first? I don't know, do you mean like a cartoon character that already exists? Or do you mean like if I just woke up as like my own cartoon character? I think I'd like to be I think I'd like to be Karma in cartoon form. I think that would be quite interesting, because what kind of chaos would you cause first? Dishing out the karma that everybody deserves. Not all bad, because there's good karma and there's bad karma. So it'd be nice to dish out all the good karma, to all the people who deserve to have some blessings. But then I think I'd probably enjoy it a lot more. Dishing out the bad karma to all the people that have got it coming. So yeah, I think if I was a cartoon character, I'd like to be Karma. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And obviously it'd look even funnier as a cartoon as well. Especially all the gory stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to be dreaming about that later. Okay, so Cassie asked, would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? um, I think if you had feet for hands, fair enough, you could probably run like a bit faster than that. But you wouldn't be able to hold things and do things, and it could make things probably a lot more awkward. So I think I'd probably rather have hands for feet, because at least then you could you'd have more hands to hold stuff, and you could probably swing around like a monkey and climb up stuff better and stuff like that. It'd probably be easier to help hands for feet than feet for hands, for sure. So yeah, I think I'm gonna say I'd rather have hands for feet, more to grab with. I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them down there. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. Okay, so Angelica asked, if you could be a villain in a comic, what would you be and what powers would you have? I would be shit show. My secret powers would be diarrhea. Everyone gets diarrhea. Nah. Well, that probably would be messy, to say the least, but it would be quite fun to see, especially as I'd probably be laughing my ass off all the while that I was doing it too. I don't know, but it might be a bit smelly though, and I don't know. Would I be a villain though? Because I don't know if I'd want to be a villain in a comic, because I'm not really that sort of person. But I mean, I probably would make a very good villain if I was pushed to that point. Most definitely. Well, I don't know if it'd be a villain or it'd be like one of them, what they're called. What's the one where they're classed as villains, but they're not really sort of villains. They just do bad stuff so that they're classed as villains. Was it like They're like anti-heroes. I don't know. You know, the ones like Harley Quinn and that, where even though like the sort of classed as villains because they do bad stuff, they're not really like proper villains because they're sort of, yeah, they're good-hearted deep down. It's just that they've turned sort of bad or do bad stuff because they've just been like shit on and treated badly that long that it's just sort of pushed them over the edge, sort of thing. So I'd probably be that sort of villain, I think, if I had to be a villain. And what sort of powers would you have? All of them. Nah, it'd be well, it'd be good to have all the powers. Maybe I could be someone that can take powers from other people. Not like steal them, or like copy them. Like replicate them and then have them as my own, sort of thing. Because that'd be good, because then you could have as many powers as you wanted to then. And you could have like a nice variety and mixture of different things. You'd have a power for every occasion then, wouldn't you? That would definitely be handy. Because depending on what situations you find yourself in, it'd be like having a Mary Poppins bag, wouldn't it? So like you can just pull out whatever you need to use at that time. So yeah, maybe some sort of anti-hero rather than a villain. And the ability to copy other people's powers and then be able to store them and use them myself at any moment, something like that. Good question. Very, very good question. Okay, so that's the end of part 12 of Ask Me Anything. All the questions have been answered, so I hope you've enjoyed watching me make a tit of myself as usual and come out with lots of random bollocks as usual. So yeah, I'll put up another question post at some point soon, preferably, because I do enjoy doing these videos. So in the meantime, have a bit of a think of something that you want to ask me. It could be anything. It could be something weird. It could be something I don't know, inspirational. Something about my life, my different journeys and experiences that I've been through. Could be about crafting. It could be about anything really. So yeah, have a think and then watch out for the next post that I put up asking for questions, and then just pop your questions on there, and then I'll leave it open for a week or so and then do some more videos when I get a chance. So yeah, have a think and yeah, just just go wild. Just go wild. And we'll try and make the next 2 videos even funnier than the previous ones, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a think, and I'll see you in the next 2 videos. Ciao.